Hi guys, Rike here and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Rike and I review a lot of Activewear. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. Also, it is still, Christmas time, I guess. According to my calculations, today is actually Christmas. So, not just Christmas time, it is actually Christmas if you're watching this the day of release. And to be fair, I'm saying it's actually Christmas. For me as a German, I got my presents yesterday because we do it on Christmas Eve. But anyway, I hope you're enjoying it. If you're celebrating, if you're not, I hope you're just having a great time, It's still fun. I feel like it's still fun being around all these like Christmas lights and stuff, especially if you live in a country where it's very dark right now. But yeah, otherwise, Merry Christmas, people. And I, of course, still do have a little video for you today and a try-on haul. Yes. So I was recently like, what I haven't ordered from in a long time, which brand? And I am talking about Aoxjox. So I don't know if you've ever seen any of my Aoxjox related videos. I haven't, honestly. I think I ordered from them like once or twice. They did a lot of dupes for Buff Bunny Collection sports bras, Alpha Elite things in the past. And the names were also like super, super related. I can just link the whole playlist somewhere up here. I did very in-depth reviews of like the sports bras, comparing them with the original Buff Bunny Collection sports bras. There was the Revolution sports bra, there was the Candy Rep sports bra they had, the Monarch sports bra, and you'll be able to find that in the playlist for sure. But now I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just to see what else they have, what they're currently, selling. And so I ordered a few things from Aoxjox. This is the package. It's very unassuming. It's just white. It also, I like that, it said it was coming from AliExpress. So I guess that makes sense, right? But then when I got the shipment notification, it was just saying, oh, your shipment from AliExpress, blah, 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 is on the way, basically. And this was a home delivery, which was nice. And I got a few fun things. Yes, so sorry, I just ripped it open without you being able to see it. But here's the stuff I got. I think it is 4 pieces. Yes, I tried to, combine make 2 different outfits basically. And so we have 2 tops and 2 bottoms. I'm just trying to figure out which is what. Hard to tell. Also, I don't really have any names for anything. Why do I am so confused right now. I feel like I have 1 bra and 3 leggings. Okay, you know what? I need to check out what I ordered because I am super duper confused. Because the leggings look the same. Oh, no. It's okay. No, it is the right stuff because it's 2 times small, which is for the tops, and 2 times medium for the bottoms. But the leggings, the color is nearly identical. I did not realize that. So I apologize for this in case this looks like very unicolored. It is indeed a different legging because I can see there is a slight difference between these 2, which I will show to you, but otherwise they look identical. And it of course doesn't say anything on this bag, so no way of knowing what is what. But yeah, I'm just quickly pulling up the order email, the order confirmation, because I have no idea what the pieces were called anymore. But here it is, order confirmed. So let's see. I ordered this during the Black Friday sale still. So everything was like 10% cheaper. Not a lot, but I got 4 pieces for $103 US. Can't really complain about that. It's still very cheap. And of course, I don't think you can return anything. So just keep that in mind. But yes, okay, I got it now. The leggings, to be fair, I feel like they looked like at least they were a slightly different color, but they're both cherry mahogany, so I guess they're not. That's on me, that they look so similar, but they're 2 different leggings, so that's okay. Anyway, let's just get started, shall we? I will start, as per usual, with the tops. That's what I always do, and then we'll go into the bottoms. But yeah, first up, we have this very colorful sports bra. This one was the Aoxjox Define Sculpt sports bra. And this is the flower print, as you can see. But, ooh, this is soft. I'm just trying to see if I can get an odd smell because something was smelling a little weird, but it's fine. You just wash it, right? But yeah, so this is the little sports bra. Now this reminded me a lot of, I think the Curve sports bra from Buff Bunny collection. Something Curve sports bra, I don't know. But yeah, the print of course does not. I just picked this one because it's fun, it's different. We have like yellow and orange and red in here and some blue as well. This one has a little square neckline, removable cup pads, then we have this little curve detailing, which we definitely have seen, not just in Buff Bunny collection pieces, but also in other brands. Sports bras for sure, and then we have a little racer bag. So yeah, I feel like Buff Bunny collection has done a sports bra like that recently. But anyways, fabric is super nice and soft. We have some stretch to this as well. This one is made from 75% nylon and 25% spandex. It says you can wash it at 30 degrees. And yeah, I don't think it has a logo. I think Aoxjox does not put logos on things. They don't waste their money on that. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. I don't know what else to say, honestly. I feel like this was a very quick introduction of this sports bra. But there's not much else. Yeah, we also do have a little seam in between the cup pads. Sometimes you don't have that, but here we do have it. So the cup pads can't wander over into the other cup pad pocket, which is nice. And otherwise, I'd say let's just, you know what? Let's just see it on. Okay, now I'm wearing an unrelated legging just so you don't get spoiled. I don't want to, show you which leggings I already have. And these are just, just to match with our upcoming tops. But here's our sports bra. It's very florally, definitely like a piece that's going to come up for spring, I think. It feels a little bit looser than expected, so I think if you're in between, you could size down, but I still think the small is fine. Like, there's just minimal gaping here. But yeah, if you're in between sizes, I would definitely suggest to size down. Support-wise, definitely just a light support, so, not too much. Has lots of stretch. We do have that little curved detailing here. I feel like because now this is a pattern, it's a little bit less obvious because there's so many other things that are distracting from this little curved detail, but it is there. And then you don't really have any seam or anything here, but there's kind of an elastic, but the elastic also does the curve. So that's kind of surprising because I always feel like with the elastic, it would be kind of harder, but it still works. We also have good side boob coverage. We do have the thicker straps. They're quite comfy. And then this lower neckline here. I get a little bit of cleavage, not too much. We have the removable cup pads. And then in the back, it is just a very, very simple bra with just the racer bag here. And again, I feel like there's a little bit of extra space. So yeah, if you're in between, just do size down. That would definitely be helping. Like, I feel like for me, maybe. But it's still okay. It's not like as bad with like, usually when I have seamless sports bras, there's always so much gaping and always so much space. But those I always have to go for an extra small. But with this one, it is fine. But definitely, there's a little bit of space for bigger boobs for sure. Yeah, it's cute. The fabric feels good against the skin. I can't complain. And I would say, I know this was very sweet and short and sweet, whatever. But you know what? Let's just move on to the next piece because I don't really have much else to say about it. It's a decent sports bra. And it's cute with the pattern. Short lined. Let's move on. All right, and then because I'm kind of a little bit obsessed with these more cropped length tank tops with built-on shelf bras, I also got one of those. This is the Elanor Tank top in the color Mulch. I just looked that up before I started filming this section. And this is kind of like a little brownish reddish tone, which is honestly usually not my type of thing, but I felt like it was gonna match super well with the legging colors that we have coming up. And you can also see it matches very well with this kind of more rusty red. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. I think it was sold out in black and white or something, and that's why I was like, I'll go with Mulch, I guess. But yeah, also very, very soft again. So I feel like this might be the same fabric as what we had before. Yep, 75% nylon, 25% spandex. Super soft indeed, like oof, very, very soft. Cool to the touch right now as well, interestingly enough. But yeah, this is like a little cropped tank top. As you can see, we have like more of a high neck situation, and then you have these little straps at the top. So I feel like this is gonna be good for the shoulders as well, and I'm kind of like just going up here like this, right? So it looks a little different as well. I hope it's not gonna annoy me and press against here because I don't like that as much, but I think it should be fine. And it looks the same from the front as it does from the back. I do have a sports bra with like a similar strap design, but then it's always so difficult. If you want to wear a top on top, like you're not gonna find one that matches strap-wise. So here you don't have that problem because we do have a built-in shelf bra, so no need to wear a top on top if you want a little bit more coverage. But we have this built-in shelf bra with a little elastic here. There's also mesh, and we have removable cup pads. Again, a seam in the middle to separate the cup pad pockets, and it goes all the way around. See, I can't complain. I like a good built-in shelf bra with my crop tank tops, like I said. And again, especially with this type of like strap design, it's super good to not, have to think about what's gonna match. Even like also if you just have a top and you want to wear a sports bra underneath and you have the top like this, you'll always see some straps, right? So it would be super hard to find something that's matching. So that's why I was like, let's do this one. It's special, it's a little different. Yeah, I don't know. I would say, I'm just looking at some of the seams here before I'm showing you things. So this looks normal, right? But on the other side, it looks a little bit wonky, but maybe that's just because it's stretchy fabric and that's always a little bit tougher to do with seams. Yeah, anyway, let's see it on. All right, and now here's our little tank top, definitely perfect crop length. Now paired with these high-waisted leggings here, no skin is showing, it's not moving when my arms are moving, so it's staying put. And if you have a shorter torso, because I have a quite long torso and it's still covering me everywhere, you'll also be covered, obviously. Yeah, so this one definitely accentuates the shoulders, maybe also a little bit the armpit fat, so you kind of have to be okay with that. But I think it's always good for the shoulders, right? If you need to do shoulder presses, you can be like, look at my shoulders with these types of tops. We do have the thicker straps here. Yeah, they're not like, it's not annoying here. So it kind of goes right across your collarbone here. So if that's something that annoys you, maybe you need to be, watching out for that a little bit. It is also a little bit loose around here. So it's not exactly laying flat exactly here because of how it is cut, basically. It's not the end of the world, I think, it's still kind of cute. It's not super obvious. It's just something I've noticed. And that's definitely because of the cut. Now we do have the removable cup pads in here. You do have the shelf bra with the mesh on the outside and then basically just soft fabric on the inside. Removable cup pads, the elastic here under the chest, and again, shelf bra goes all the way around so you have it everywhere, which is nice. And in the back, still can show off some of the shoulder muscles, right? Like it's just very, I don't know, I just like this type of cut. And it's also not like super normal, right? It's kind of a little bit something different, a little bit special, which is nice. And yeah, honestly, I usually don't wear a lot of brown activewear, but I feel like this is such a good match with a dark red. So I might be, reaching for that a few times now in the winter season. Because I like these leggings, for example, I wear to the gym a lot recently. So this might actually be a good combination as well. I usually wear this with like a black top, but I feel like with this brown, that's actually kind of cute. It's very warm toned, like, I feel like this is gonna flatter a lot of skin tones. I don't think I would wear a legging in this color, but with the top, with like dark red, not bad. And like I said, I like everything that accentuates the shoulders a little bit. I do like my shoulders. I like to work out my shoulders as well. I don't know, I just think it looks good. So yeah, cute. Again, something different. The material is super, super soft. Definitely a tight fit. Like you can see that, right? There's not, it has stretch and everything and it's not like compressing me or anything, but it is definitely like form-fitting. Let's say that. So sometimes I have some days where I'm a little bit more bloated, right? We all know this, depending on your cycle or whatever. And then you might not be feeling up to wearing something like this. Like on those days, I sometimes just wear like a bigger, more like oversized top or something. But like when you're feeling yourself, this is a nice one. Oh, the tag was poking out the entire time. There we go. But yes, I kind of think it's kind of cute. Let's move on. Okay, now we are moving on to the bottoms. Now for these ones, I did I did see a legging that reminded me a lot of the Petula Siren leggings. And I originally wanted those. I didn't purchase them. And then while now they had a sale going on, I checked their website again. They didn't have them in my size anymore, which is perfectly fine. They came out early this year. So like, I think January, February of 2025. So like they've been on the website for a long time and I didn't buy them. But Aoxjox seems to have a little dupe for them, which is why I was like, oh, this is interesting. And I think this is kind of what started up this whole like, oh, maybe I should order from Aoxjox again because they have this dupe. And these are the Aoxjox Siren in the quotes, hidden scrunch leggings. And I got these in the color cherry mahogany. I picked a size medium because honestly it's been a long time since I ordered from them and I don't know. Yeah, I usually go with a medium just to be safe because I'm in between sizes. And these are these leggings. Now I feel like they feel definitely a little bit more sleek than I anticipated. I thought they were going to be same softness brushed fabric and same brush fabric as our tops, honestly, because I feel like that's probably what the Petula ones would have been. I don't know, right? I can't compare directly because I don't have the Petula ones, but these are more of a sleek performance material. It feels decently thick though. We have some stretch here as well, as you can see. Let me see the fabric composition. Now this is also 75% nylon and 25% spandex, interestingly enough. It says it's a 26-inch inseam, so they wasted a whole hang tag on telling you what the inseam length is. But yes, so these are it. We don't have a front seam. We have this interesting seam detailing on the waistband though, and this is, you know, what the Siren leggings from Petula also did have. No front seam, no top seam, and then in the back, again, some interesting seam detailing here, on the waistband, and then you can see that hidden scrunch. Now the scrunch is currently not very hidden, but once you'll put this on, right, it's gonna stretch and it's gonna disappear in a way, but like it's gonna shape the glutes a little bit better. But yes, this is why it's a hidden scrunch, because it is gonna stretch out when you put that on. I will say, I do like that this seems like a, you know, a decent seam here. It doesn't look like it would break at the first difficulty, the first tension, which is good. And yeah, I mean, it's thick on both sides, basically. Now, usually when you have these types of scrunches, you'll have like a little patch of fabric sewn on top of the seam on the inside. We don't have that here. Now, I assume they usually do that to protect your butt cheeks from rubbing up against this. So we'll see if that's gonna be annoying or not, because it doesn't have that. And honestly, like, it's also just what I'm thinking why it is there, right? I don't actually know. But yeah, so that is the Siren hidden scrunch leggings. Again, no logo, because that's not what they do. Yes, I thought it was going to be brushed, but it is more sleek. Just so you know, just FYI. But I like the stretch. You can also see it's kind of cinched in a little bit around the waist. This is also usually what Petula leggings do, so I kind of feel like this is kind of mirroring that very well. And I would say, let's just see these on. All right, it's time to talk about these leggings. Honestly, now that I've put them on, I do like the fabric a little bit more than when I was just, you know, touching it, sitting down. It is still very, very sleek and sleeker than I would have expected, but it feels actually quite nice against the skin. So it is a very soft, stretchy, low compression performance material, basically. Because yeah, it is sleek. So for me, everything that's sleek is more of a performance material, right? And yeah, we don't have a ton of compression in these. So maybe I could have sized down to the small just to get a little bit more, especially in the waistband. I feel like I would like a little bit more compression here in the lower tummy area, but I'm not getting any. So if you're in between, I feel like you could go either way, depending on the level of compression you would like. Because yeah, it's not super tight around here or here, right? And this is where I'm the medium, and I feel like I could have definitely gone down. Although this one does have the hidden scrunch, so usually when something has a scrunch, I try to size up because, you know, that allows just a little bit more fabric for going in between the cheeks. So up to you. Anyway, so these are kind of ultra high waisted. My natural waist is here, so they do sit a little bit higher, and I do have a long torso, but I like it. I always like to be like tucked in like this, hugged. Because yeah, the fabric still, it feels very body hugging for sure. We do have this fun seam detailing here, which I do like. I just feel like, yeah, it should be accompanied with a little bit more lower tummy, because it's kind of going under the lower tummy, Should be accompanied with a little bit more lower tummy compression here. Then we also do have no top seam here. We don't have a front seam, which is nice. These are kind of like a 7/8 to full length. I feel like maybe you could pull them down a little bit lower still. And this is surprising because these are a 26 inch, which is always a 7/8 length on me. So they seem a little bit longer than that, honestly. And then in the back, you also do have some more seam detailing here in the waistband, which I like. The hidden scrunch is doing its thing. It's definitely giving you a little bit more glute compression. It's definitely giving a little bit more glute separation. I can't talk anymore. It's also getting darker outside. You know, it's only like 2:15 p.m. but it's getting darker, so basically day is done, right? My brain is also apparently done. But yeah, you still get a little bit more glute separation here because of this hidden scrunch, but you definitely cannot see it anymore. I at least think you can't. Like, it's definitely like kind of hidden. You can see maybe that the seam here in the back is a little bit more like intense itself, but like you can't see the scrunch. But yeah, I actually do like these. Again, I feel like the Petula ones probably would have had or do have a brushed fabric, but I don't know. But yeah, no, actually it's nice. Like, I feel like I could also wear these for lounging easily because they're so low compression, right? So like, I feel like they're comfy enough to do that. And yeah, I like the seam detailing. There's also otherwise nothing there other than the seam detailing up here. And that's cute. So I do like this seam detailing up here. And they're basically like a no fuzz legging otherwise. I mean, since there's nothing else there. And the scrunch, it is hidden, it is stretchy. Oh, I can't squat, my legs are in pain. I trained heavy yesterday and I can feel it. Ow. But anyway, I don't feel the scrunch. It's not annoying, right? And then I mentioned that there wasn't like something on top of the seam on the inside. Like, I don't know if I feel it more than before. It's not rubbing against anything yet, but also like, unless you wear it for a full day, you wouldn't figure it out, right? Like, I feel like maybe I'm feeling the seam a little bit more than I do in other hidden scrunch leggings because there's no, but it could also just be me imagining it. So hard to tell. Only longer wear would really show something there, I think. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, positively surprised. Also, for the price that these leggings are, I mean, you can't really beat that, honestly. Yeah, let's move on. Next up, our last but not least, I guess, because this is already our last piece, I wanted to try another one of their Trinity leggings. Now, they have so many different variations or different colors and prints in their Trinity leggings, and they are very, very close to the Buff Bunny Collection Legacy leggings, which I do like. I have tried one of their Trinity leggings before. I didn't like it as much as I like the Legacy leggings. I will try to see if I can link that specific video up here, but otherwise you'll definitely find it in the playlist I linked earlier. But yeah, so I was like, I'm not sure. Like, I still preferred the Legacy leggings. But they did have like some color combinations that we did not have yet in the Buff Bunny Collection Legacy leggings, which is why, you know, I was like, ooh, that's kind of fun. But yeah, anyway, I'm trying another of their Trinity leggings. It's been a long time. Let's see if I like these ones better. I also did pick a very different color this time. So these are the Aoxjox Trinity Leggings, and I got them in cherry mahogany leopard print. Again, size medium. These are a little bit more expensive than the other leggings that I've just shown you. But if you compare this with, you know, Buff Bunny Collection leggings, this is nothing price-wise compared to that. But yeah, so they have this mahogany base color and then this very, very faint leopard print, which I think you can see. And I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's shiny, but like, I mean, it has some, I don't know how this print is on there, honestly. Like, I am very confused by this, seeing this in person. I'm like, how's this working? Because it's kind of barely there, but it is there. But it's not shiny, and it's not like a different color or something, right? Like, so it's kind of interesting how they did this. They also had this in a few different colors, but I figured this could be fun. Now that it's kind of winter here, I'm more gravitating towards warmer tones, jewel tones, like these more rusty reds, which the cherry mahogany is, which is why I picked this color. But anyway, so these are definitely more of a softer brushed feel, not sleek. I currently don't like the hand feel as much as I did like the hand feel from the tops. 75% nylon and 25% spandex still. It does have a slight smell to it, but I feel like also the feel will and the smell will go away once you wash them. And it's not like super intense, the smell. Just like a slight hint of it that I didn't have with the other leggings. Now, these are also high-waisted. We do not have a front seam, we do not have a top seam. There is a side seam detail, which the original Buff Bunny Collection Legacy leggings also do have. And just like the original, they also do split up here and then two seams go all the way down. So that is the same. And then of course we have that triple seam glute detailing here in the back, which the Legacy leggings do have, and which is why these leggings are called the Trinity Leggings. But yeah, so it has all these features. It is cinched in a little bit around the waist, but not too much. And I don't know, I would say let's just try these on. All right, and here we do have the Trinity Leggings with the very, very faint light leopard print. And honestly, this is kind of how I like this print, right? Just a little bit like somewhere there, but not super in your face. So I'm not complaining about that, but it's there. I don't actually know if you can see it from afar, probably not, right? Like honestly, I'm struggling to see it when I look down on me. I don't see it on my thighs. I see it up here a little bit. Depending on where the light hits them, basically, you can kind of see it a little bit more or a little bit less, basically. So let me just come a little bit closer and then you can see if you can see it, but it is definitely very faint. Very, very faint. I will also say I kind of feel like I should have gotten a size small in these, though, especially around the waist, they're very, very big. So if you're in between, you might want to size down. I feel like there's enough space also around this area where I'm usually the medium. It is fine, but I feel like these are going to be some that I will have to pull up a little bit every now and then. Yes, so these have no front seam, no top seam. And I'm just gonna fold this over a little bit so you can see the legging a little bit better. They are high-waisted, so they kind of hit me right at my natural waist. Belly button is there. We have just this, you know, seam here and this, waistband. This double-lined waistband. Not a ton of compression right now. Like I said, here in between, you might want to size down. The material feels just the tiniest a bit itchy. And I feel like, again, this is something that will be resolved with washing them. So I wouldn't worry about it too much, but it's just something that, yeah, I don't usually have that with the Buff Bunny Collection leggings. So there's that. They are a little bit shorter than a 7/8 length on me. So this is kind of the same as the ones I have tried from them before. Now we also do have the side seam that splits up around, you know, just on top of the knee and goes down. So we have two seams going down all the way here. I generally think the side seam splits up a little bit earlier on the normal Buff Bunny Collection Legacy leggings. And then in the back, we do have this triple seam glute detailing, which I like. And generally this helps to keep the leggings up a little bit better. I don't feel that here, but again, it might just be because I should have sized down. If I squat, at least there's not really any gaping, so that's good. They're staying flat against it, against the body, against the back, which is fine. But yeah, triple seam glute detailing, which I always find quite flattering. Now, this is not a hidden scrunch, it's just a normal seam. So, you know, just did a little bit of glute separation from that. And yeah, those are our Trinity leggings. So they have a ton of colors in this one. If you want to try it, go ahead. I still prefer the Legacy leggings over these, but the price point is also vastly different. So it really depends, you know. Maybe I should have ordered a size small as well in a different color, just kind of like compare that too. But yeah, I feel like the fabric, again, I need to wash it and see what happens with it if it feels a little bit nicer then, because it just has that little bit of, yeah, it just feels a little bit odd right now. I think also in general, like it is a little bit less body hugging than our previous leggings, and also a little bit less body hugging than the original Buff Bunny collection Legacy leggings. And the material definitely feels different, like it's not the same material. So yeah, they can still be a really good legging, right? If you don't compare them like side by side. The design idea is the same with the triple seam blue detailing in the back and the side seam splitting up. But the fabric definitely feels a little bit different. The fit feels a little bit different. Although also in the Buff Bunny collection Legacy leggings, I usually wear a size small. So I can't really compare that with this medium, I guess. But I would say for the price point, they're definitely not bad. Currently, I might prefer the other ones, although I do usually prefer a more brushed fabric over a sleek fabric. But just how they're fitting, you know, I might prefer the other ones right now. But yeah. I will wash these and I'll see what happens with them. And then maybe in a future video I can report back on if that changed anything. But I do like the color as well. I think it matches very well with the brown top as anticipated. But yes, I will just, hold on, I'll just fold this up again. I don't even know why I undid that, just so you can see how the outfit could look if you wore it normally. But anyway, let's move on. All right, it's conclusion time. Let me show you our little pile. I feel like this doesn't really match with the rest. This is definitely like a little bit more wintry, autumny, I don't know. But yeah, it's fun. I will say honestly, like fabric-wise, I think I do prefer the fabric from the tops. And I also feel like with the tops, I don't know, I'm just like, maybe it's more forgiving. But I do like these, right? Like I do like these. With the leggings, it's like, this one was a slightly, the Petula dupe was a slightly different fabric than I anticipated, but I also do not know, maybe the actual Siren leggings from Petula were this type of fabric. I have no idea. But these ones, I thought the print was super interesting. And I feel like they fit better than the one that I tried like years ago. So I would definitely try it again if they had a color that I was interested in. The hand feel, again, a little weird, but I feel like that was kind of be disappearing once you wash them once or twice. And honestly, like usually, of course, you should be washing the things before you put them on. It's just how it is with all the chemicals that are being used for dyeing, for like making things, making the fabrics and stuff. It's just better for you. But yeah, I mean, I will say for the price, I paid $100 for this. Like that's it. Like you usually can't even get like one set for this when you shop from Buff Bunny or from Petula. Right, because the leggings are usually $70 and then the top is gonna be like $45, $50. So like you would be holding one and a half pieces for this and not four. So of course the price point is very, very, very different, right? This is definitely super affordable. They ship relatively fast. I would also say that even without the sale, it's super affordable. Again, their Black Friday sale was only 10% discount. So like I feel like you can get that on a normal day if you just have like someone's code or something. But so price point wise, I feel like there's no arguing with this. And if you're not in the possession of the original pieces, I don't think you would, like, I mean, you can't compare them then, right? Like, I feel like they're decent pieces, for sure. Do I still prefer my legacy leggings from Buff Bunny collection? I do, yes. However, I cannot speak to the Siren leggings because I don't have the original ones, so I can't say that. But the legacy leggings, yes, I do prefer them. But also, these are less than half the price. So at some point, like, depending on the depth of your wallet, right? Like, I feel like if they're still decent, still good enough, at like less than half the price, I mean, if you are, you know, like money-wise, it's a smarter decision to buy this. That's what I think. Yeah, this is my conclusion. Anyway, let me know if you have any comments, any questions about this. If there's any other Aoxjox pieces you'd like me to try. If you've tried Aoxjox yet, I'm also curious. Yeah, otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. You can also subscribe to the channel so you get notified about all the new videos that are coming out. And I mean, you know, it's nearly the end of the year. I still have a few fun things before the end of the year. And I'm saying a few, I'm just looking at my calendar. It's actually just one, right? Because there's only one more Monday video coming before the end of the year. But it is a fun one. At least I think it's fun. It's not necessarily activewear related, but it is very fun. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And then of course, starting with 1st of January, there's going to be more activewear reviews as well. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As I already said, you can also follow me on Instagram, by the way. You can DM me there, but I'm more likely to see your comments here on YouTube. So if you have any questions, any suggestions, anything, drop a comment down below. Yeah, have a very Merry Christmas, a good start into the new year. Or in German, we say have a good, oh my God. We say have a good slide into the new year. It's a guten Rutsch into the new year. So yeah, have a good slide into the new year, I guess. But you should still tune in for Monday's video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye.